The BTS fandom was rocked to its core today as HYBE Corporation, the powerhouse behind the global sensation BTS, made a jaw-dropping announcement regarding the future of the group's youngest member, Jungkook. The news, which came without warning, sent shockwaves not only through ARMY but also through the members of BTS themselves, especially Kim Seokjin, better known as Jin, who was visibly emotional upon hearing the update. HYBE's official statement confirmed that Jungkook will be embarking on a long-term solo expansion project under a newly formed global label division, separate from the traditional BTS structure. This move is part of HYBE's broader strategy to elevate Jungkook's brand as a global pop icon. Following the massive success of his solo album Golden, the announcement was accompanied by a cinematic teaser showing golden microphones, international landmarks, and a silhouette that unmistakably resembled Jungkook, leaving fans breathless and speculating about a world tour or even a permanent base overseas. But what truly caught everyone off guard was Jin's reaction. Known for his composed demeanor and witty charm, Jin was reportedly in the middle of a private dinner with the other BTS members when the news broke. According to insiders, the moment he read the press release, he stood up in silence, his eyes welling with tears. "I'm proud of him," he said, voice trembling. "But I didn't expect this to happen so soon." Jin's emotional response wasn't just about surprise. It was layered with the weight of years spent together, from their humble beginnings in a small dorm to sold-out stadiums across the globe. For Jin, who recently completed his military service and was preparing for BTS's long-awaited reunion, the idea of Jungkook stepping into a new chapter alone felt bittersweet. The other members were equally stunned. RM, the group's leader, was seen pacing back and forth, deep in thought. "We always knew Jungkook had the potential to go beyond," he later shared in a brief comment. "But hearing it from HYBE like this, without us being fully looped in, that's what hurts." Jimin, who has always shared a close bond with Jungkook, reportedly left the room in tears. "He's like my little brother," he said in a voice note shared with fans. "I support him, but I wish we had more time together before this change." Suga, ever the realist, acknowledged the business side of the decision. "This is the industry," he said during a live stream. "Jungkook is a star. HYBE sees that. But I hope they remember that BTS is more than just individual success. It's about our bond." J-Hope, who has been working on his own projects post-military, expressed mixed feelings. "I'm happy for him, truly, but I hope this doesn't mean the end of BTS as we know it." The announcement has sparked a flurry of speculation online. Is this the beginning of a permanent solo path for Jungkook? Will BTS regroup as Seven again? Or is this simply a strategic pause in their group activities? HYBE's statement emphasized that BTS remains a priority and that Jungkook's solo expansion is a new chapter, not a final one. But fans aren't convinced. The timing, just as Jin returns and the group was expected to reunite, feels too coincidental to ignore. What makes this even more emotional is the history between Jin and Jungkook. From the very beginning, Jin took on a big brother role, guiding Jungkook through the pressures of fame, the chaos of tours, and the loneliness that often comes with being the youngest. Their bond was forged in late-night rehearsals, shared meals, and quiet conversations backstage. For Jin, watching Jungkook soar is a source of pride, but also a reminder that time changes everything. As the news continues to ripple across social media, hashtags like #JungkookFuture, #JinReaction, and #BTSForever are trending worldwide. Fans are sharing clips of old interviews, emotional fan edits, and heartfelt messages, hoping to make sense of this unexpected turn. HYBE has promised more details in the coming weeks, including a press conference and a behind-the-scenes documentary chronicling Jungkook's journey. But for now, the world watches with bated breath, wondering what this means for the future of BTS, and for the brotherhood that has defined a generation as the dust begins to settle from HYBE's explosive announcement about Jungkook's solo expansion. The emotional ripple effect continues to unfold, not just within the BTS fandom, but deep within the hearts of the members themselves. Part 2 of this story dives into the aftermath, the private conversations, and the quiet moments that followed the news. And at the center of it all stands Jin, whose reaction has become a symbol of the emotional weight behind this seismic shift. After the initial shock, Jin retreated from the public eye for several days. Sources close to the group revealed that he spent time alone in his studio, revisiting old BTS recordings and journaling his thoughts. "He's processing," one insider shared. "This isn't just about Jungkook. It's about the future of the group, the memories they've built, and the uncertainty of what comes next." Jin's silence spoke volumes. Fans began circulating clips of his past interviews, where he often spoke about the importance of unity, brotherhood, and the dream of growing old together as BTS. One clip in particular, where Jin says, "Even if we walk different paths, our hearts will always be one," went viral, racking up millions of views in just hours. Meanwhile, Jungkook himself broke his silence with a heartfelt message on Weverse. "I didn't expect this to happen so soon," he wrote. "I'm grateful, excited, and terrified. I love BTS. I love my Hyungs. This isn't goodbye. It's a new beginning." The message was accompanied by a photo of Jungkook and Jin from their trainee days, arms around each other, smiling like kids with a dream. The emotional weight of Jungkook's words hit hard. RM responded with a poem, posted quietly on Instagram, reflecting on time, change, and the beauty of growth. "A flower doesn't ask permission to bloom," he wrote, "but it never forgets the soil that raised it." Jimin, still visibly shaken, posted a video montage of BTS moments, laughing backstage, rehearsing late at night, comforting each other during tough times. His caption read, "Forever 7, no matter what." Suga and J-Hope took to their respective platforms to reassure fans. "We're still BTS," Suga said during a live Q&A. "We're just evolving." J-Hope added, "This isn't the end. It's a new chapter, and every chapter has its own magic." V, who's been exploring acting and fashion projects, shared a cryptic post, a photo of the moon over Seoul, with the caption, "Even the moon changes shape, but it's always there." Fans interpreted it as a quiet nod to Jungkook's journey and the group's enduring bond. But it was Jin's next move that truly captivated the world in a surprise livestream. Jin appeared with no makeup, no filters, just raw emotion. He spoke softly, choosing his words with care. "I've had time to think," he said. "Jungkook is my brother. I've watched him grow, stumble, rise, and shine. This decision, it's big, it's scary, but it's also beautiful." He paused, eyes glistening. "I won't lie," I cried. "I felt lost. But then I remembered why we started this journey. It wasn't just to sing or dance. It was to connect, to inspire, to be together. And that doesn't change." Jin's words resonated deeply. Fans flooded social media with messages of support, gratitude, and hope. Hashtags like #JinLive, #JungkookNewChapter, and #BTS always trended globally for days. HYBE, sensing the emotional intensity, released a follow-up statement clarifying that Jungkook's solo expansion is part of a broader BTS strategy. Each member will explore individual paths. The statement read, "But BTS remains a unified entity. We are committed to preserving the group's legacy and preparing for future reunions." Still, questions linger. Will BTS return as 7? Will solo projects overshadow group activities? And how will Jin, the emotional anchor of BTS, navigate this new landscape? Industry insiders believe this move could redefine K-pop's future. HYBE is setting a precedent, one analyst noted. They're showing that individual growth doesn't mean group dissolution, but it's a delicate balance. For Jin, the path ahead is both uncertain and full of possibility. He's reportedly working on a solo album, one that explores themes of time, memory, and resilience.